Located right on the equator and halfway between Australia and mainland Asia, Indonesia is located on one of the world's major trade routes and is Southeast Asia's largest economy. With more than 250 million people, Indonesia covers an area the size of the United States. Indonesia has enjoyed steady economic growth, and by some measures, it has the world's fourth largest middle class, with more than 17 million households. Indonesians are enthusiastic users of social media, with more than 60 million Facebook users and the highest Twitter user rate in the Asia-Pacific region. There's a sizable demand for American technology and expertise in Indonesia. There are also good opportunities in aviation, information technology, power generation, clean energy technology, health equipment, and infrastructure. That said, the business environment can be challenging. U.S. firms can encounter complex bureaucratic and regulatory requirements, which make it time-consuming to enter the market. Fortunately, Indonesia's new leadership vows to improve infrastructure, diversify the economy, and reduce barriers to doing business. The U.S. Commercial Service has an office and market experts in the capital city of Jakarta who can help you do business and find a good distributor or partner. So why should a U.S. company export to Indonesia?
I think that Indonesia is a very important long-term prospect and needs to be part of a strategy for companies looking globally. You can't overlook the fourth largest country in terms of population in the world. Indonesia has a growing middle class, so things that appeal to the growing middle class, particularly things like education in the U.S., as I mentioned. One of the top priorities right now is improving the infrastructure in the areas where the U.S. is most competitive and most involved is aviation and power. And so we see a lot of opportunities in those areas and other technology areas, information technology, telecom, satellites. Those are big company-dominated areas, but those are important opportunities in those areas. The cultural aspects of doing business in Indonesia are interesting. I think in many ways the Indonesians are fairly relaxed and straightforward in accepting other cultures. It's a diverse country. While it's the largest Muslim population in the world, and so that obviously has to weigh in on how you approach the culture, but there is also a lot of acceptance of other religions. In fact, the Christian and Buddhist holidays are also holidays in the country. So they value that diversity and very warm and relaxed people. So I wouldn't be too nervous on the cultural front, but you do want to be respectful and know a little bit of the basics of the history of the country. So it's important to prepare before coming to Indonesia. It's a developing country with some weaknesses in the legal structure, and so I do recommend that companies use all available means to help limit their risk in the market. So things like Exim Bank or OPIC insurance for other types of risk you may want to cover. I think it's very important to do extensive due diligence on potential partners or buyers. There are many good partners, but it's a developing country, and so really knowing your partners is important. So our office offers background checks on companies, but there are other services that can do that too. But it's very important to take those steps. I think Indonesia is an important and a great place for long-term prospects for companies. It's the fourth largest population in the world. It's a vibrant democracy, very welcoming of U.S. culture and U.S. products. So I think it's important for companies to examine the market and see where their prospects are in that market.
Want to learn more about exporting to Indonesia? Explore the Indonesia Country Commercial Guide on export.gov. or connect with a U.S. Commercial Service trade professional. Brought to you by the U.S. Commercial Service, part of the U.S. Department of Commerce's International Trade Administration.